Forever. Dog.
From the spacious Forever Dog Studios in Los Angeles, California, and the satellite Forever Dog Studios in Baltimore, Maryland, this is Groom. And here's your hosts, Eric and Dan. Wow.
Which one's Dan?
The boring one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Here
You
we
turned
go.
a funny bit into
Here
a
we
whole
go.
thing,
We're
and then we're
sticking
already,
right in the
we're
start.
already off and going, off and running, and it's a whole thing. Here we go.
I'm the Dan. That's the
You're
Eric.
Dan, I'm Eric.
Welcome once again to Groomzilla's, the only wedding planning podcast by grooms, for grooms, and everyone in between.
Thank you for listening to our podcast, listeners. Thank you so much.
Hey, wetheads. Thanks for getting wet. Thanks for staying wet. Hope you're having a good week. Eric, you look like you're having a good time over there in Baltimore.
I've been up and down all week. It's been crazy. I don't know what it is. You know, I can't get a wrangle on my emotions at all.
Uh-oh.
Had a huge peak this morning, just cried my face off listening to Billy Joel this morning.
I saw, because you posted it on Instagram. Listeners, He's back on the gram. Give him a follow.
Yeah, that might be it.
Okay. Well, I'll take it.
Dipping my toe back into social media.
Mm-hmm.
Got my hormones and my emotionals all in.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah.
You're just on the gram, not back on the twits.
I've been on twits. I've been
okay.
twitzing gently, just so gently though.
Which is not your normal twit style.
I know. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to learn from my past mistakes of being just this like fucking phoenix on fire, you know. I don't want to be a phoenix on fire anymore. I'm looking for balance. God damn it!
Yeah.
I want to just sizzle.
Yeah, you wear fire well though. I must say, when you're on fire,
I know, but I know you guys all love it.
Well, yeah,
you guys all love it. But for me, what's left for me? Ashes.
Burn up for us, baby. Get up there and burn for us, Eric. That's what we want.
So many late nights. Listen, wetheads. You guys, so many late nights in a dark red light room of me just dancing and sweating and dancing, and Dan's just fucking pouring vodka and gin all over me. Keep dancing, boy.
Keep dancing. Keep
every hotel room. Every hotel room we've ever shared. That's how. Oh, right. Dan's like, oh, hey, I need to go to bed. Okay, I'll start dancing, and then he just passes out. Cigar burning in his hand, face flickering in the red street lights as I dance topless.
Take me away. I need to fall asleep to you dancing.
Yeah,
sue me.
Playing Haruki Murakami short stories loud.
Wow.
While I dance.
I like how after I fall asleep and you gently take the burning cigar from my finger and put it out. And then you put me to bed.
Out. I take one last puff and I put it out. And then I go to work.
Yep.
And I go out on the street.
Yep. Thank you for your sacrifice, by the way.
That's our story. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
I never really give you your due because I'm getting a lot of good sleep.
We never talked about it in the morning either. We never talk about it. That's how we always go to sleep. That's
it's one of those things I do. It's kind of a walk of shame thing for me. Like I'm a little ashamed in myself for what I
do.
I shouldn't make you do that.
It's all right. Okay. That one time when you threw a fistful of coke at me, that was a lot. That was a lot because it kind of got in my eye, and it stings when it gets in your eye.
Very much. And I know that was a little over the top, but there were other people there in that situation. I
deserved it.
Yeah.
My shorts were a little too short.
Eric, I'm what?
I was going to ask you how you're doing emotionally.
I'm a little uneven. I'm actually fine. Wendy got in a little hit and run last night, and that
no shit.
Car. I don't know. I don't think she cares that I'm talking about this, but a car. She was getting something out of the back seat. The door was open. She was parked on our street, and a car ripped by. She was standing by the door, and it bent the door the other way. So she was really worked up, obviously.
So she was standing by the front door. The front door was open.
Back door was open. She was getting something out of the back seat.
So the car just missed her?
Yeah.
And hit the door?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's scary.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
And I was already down because we had our show last night. I was already down there getting ready for that.
Yeah.
I felt helpless. I can never help in these situations. I went back up there and gave her a
Yeah.
hug, but then I didn't help at all. But yeah, she was pretty scared.
Yeah.
And then we found out, I guess the person came back. They had a crisis of conscience, came back, left a note.
So they like hit and ran. And then
it was a hit and run. And like Wendy ran after them. They drove away. It was a whole thing.
And then they came back on their own volition?
Of their own volition, left a note. I still haven't she just told me that right before we're recording. So I still don't know the details there. But I guess it was an 85-year-old woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
it's so scary. So pedestrians are so vulnerable. We are so vulnerable.
People just rip down my street. I know that makes me sound like an old man, but they're driving Hellcats just down this suburban street, just trying to get home. I got to get home. Yeah. So that's fun. Yeah. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. Sucks.
I'm just looking at the clock though, Eric.
What is it? Oh my God! Is it?
It's time once again for the NUP News at 9. Play that music. Dun, 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 dun. This is the nuptial news at 9. The NUP News. Dun, 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 dun.
9? 9 o'clock? Is it 9 o'clock?
When the first time I thought you were like doing a German 9, you're like 9.
You always want to take it to a German place, which is so weird.
Dance for me, son. Dance for me.
No. No. Oh, now it's coming back. All the German used to yell at me.
I'm nothing but German. I got some demons.
You're so weird.
I was so weird demons.
I was really weird.
We were both in a weird place.
Yeah.
There's a lot in the news. Some good news, some sad news. We got to rip through this, though. The first headline, the clerk that was jailed over marriage licenses loses her reelection bid.
Good riddance.
Don't know if you remember the Kentucky clerk, Kim Davis.
Good riddance. Sad little chicken cutlet of a human being. That's what she looked like. She just looked like an uncooked chicken cutlet. Go.
Yeah.
Go spread your salmonella somewhere else, you fucking chicken cutlet. Fuck half. And that's a fuck half of the week. New segment. Yeah. New segment alert.
Yeah, that's
new segment alert.
You saw it be born. It just came into the world. That's fun. Is that part of NUP News or is that its own thing? That's within NUP News, right?
Yeah, a subsegment. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So look for that.
I like it.
What else we got? Oh, you know David Beckham. He bends it. He's a footballer, David Beckham. Yeah. He said marriage to Victoria Beckham is, quote, hard work.
I mean, of course it is, because she's not going on the Spice Girl reunion tour.
Why is she? Is she better than the rest of the Spice Girls? Why is she not joining?
I just don't think.
People want to spice up their life, and they want Posh to be there when they're doing it.
Do they though? Is Posh integral to the Spice Girls musical experience?
I believe she's integral. Who's your favorite Spice?
Oh, it's not even close.
You don't know.
Sporty.
Oh, Sporty. Okay.
I mean, I've gone through, like, at first, when the Spice Girls first came out, Scary Spice was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then as I moved through puberty, Jerry was my favorite.
Whoa.
And now, as a rock historian, Sporty is my favorite because she's got the best voice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
What was Ginger? Jerry is Ginger Spice?
Baby. Yeah, Jerry was Ginger Spice.
Yeah.
And then Emma's
Baby.
Baby Spice.
Yeah. I think I liked Scary and I liked Posh, if I remember.
Yeah. I was never a Posh guy.
She just has that attitude.
Yeah. I like Beckham, though. Beckham's a big Laker fan. He goes to a lot of Lakers games with his kids.
That makes sense. I mean,
Brooklyn.
Didn't he play for the Galaxy for a while?
He did.
What's our other NUP news? We had one more. Oh, Neil Young. We talked about this a few weeks ago. Neil Young confirms marriage to Daryl Hannah.
Yeah. Neil Young woke up today, washed ashore on his own man-made lake on his premises wherever he lives in Northern California.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dude.
What?
I'm born.
What? He's a surfer?
I got married.
So sorry, he's Canadian. Oh, sorry, I forgot I got married.
Yeah, but he's lived in California for a long time.
Yeah. So someone finally told him he got married. That's good to hear.
Yeah. His assistant finally got to him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Neil, I'm so sorry. Where you been? Where you been, Gary? All right.
Eric, I forgot to say, I hope you're listening to the Snup News on the 9s. It's just going to be better for you. So go ahead and rewind it on the 9s. Eric, do you want to talk about the sad thing?
It's not so sad as it is beautiful, right?
It's pretty tragic.
It's pretty tragic. The world is going to shit. I mean, people gotta start dying.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Let's tell them what we're talking about. Tragedy out of Texas. You probably know about the Nup News down there with the bride and groom who left their wedding in a helicopter, ill-fated trip in a helicopter, and it went down. That's pretty tragic. But we were talking before the podcast. Also, somewhat beautiful.
It's very beautiful. I think it's very beautiful. I feel like if you got to pick where you're going to die, obviously, like, nobody wants to die when they're that young. But, like, honestly, who gives a fuck? Yeah. Life's not that great. And also, like, you just, like, confirmed that you love these people for forever. Isn't it? So wouldn't it be, like, a little relief that forever was so short? Come on.
Is that a ball and chain joke?
It's not a ball and chain joke. It's a union. It's
going out on it's like really going out on top. Like, we love each other forever. Boom, we're gone. See you later.
And they literally they helicoptered away from the wedding, and people were watching them. And then the helicopter went down about a mile away. So, like, as they, like, disappeared from view, from everyone that they knew,
they left this earthly plane.
Yeah,
that's heavy. That's big.
Good on them. I say good on you.
Yeah, I mean, they're a story now. That's a fable. It's hard. It's sad.
Yeah, and the groom was wearing. We differ on this, but the groom was wearing hunting gear in every single picture that I saw of them, and so.
So you're saying he deserved to die?
My detective says that that guy for fun killed a bunch of animals. If you are that close to death, like, I know it's just animals, and we all eat animals or whatever.
You eat meat?
Animals. I eat meat.
Yeah.
I was vegetarian for a decade, but I'm back.
Okay.
When you're that close, like, you have to, like, I feel like, make a plan with death. When you choose to surround yourself with that much death, I think you're telling yourself, I could die.
Very sad story. I don't know if the fact
Kinda
that he's
beautiful.
a hunter.
Kinda
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. That's going to be a song. Someone write a song about that.
Oh my God, that's gonna be a country song.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Big time. That is the nuptial news at 9. Dun, 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 dun. That was the nuptial news at 9. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going for, like, a new wave 80s thing. Is that not coming through? Still German?
I'm into it. I don't know if I'm not the guy to ask.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. And now it's time for a brand new award-winning segment. The boards are lighting up with the segment. The fans are calling in. They say, we want more. We want more of that new segment, that commercial world. Hit it, Eric.
Oh, it's a commercial world, and I am a commercial dude. Radio commercial, and I am a commercial girl, and Dan is too, and I am a commercial world, and I am a commercial girl, and Dan is too.
I am too. Welcome to Commercial World, where we talk about commercials. Eric, you made a great point about these December to Remember sales events that Lexus has going on.
Well, first of all, before we get into that, I'm checking my calendar, and it's November. Mm-hmm. It's November. It's early November, and here come the December to Remember commercials at all.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, wow, already. Okay, here we go. Holiday season commercials. And then I'm watching this commercial for Jaguar that is totally ripping off one of my favorite holiday commercial campaigns of all time, the Lexus December to Remember, where they put the big giant bow tie on the Lexus cars.
Love it. Yeah. That's how you know it's a new car.
And you know that it's Christmas time because it's a Christmas world where people are only rich and good looking.
Yeah.
And the children are dressed better than you will ever be dressed in your ever stupid fucking life.
Wow. Are you talking
all like, No, the royal you.
Okay, gotcha.
And they live in
the mountains somewhere.
They always live in the mountains. It looks like Twilight, but there's no danger.
Yeah.
And Jaguar, and I just love those commercials. When I see those commercials, I wait for the big giant bow on the Lexus.
Yeah.
And I just sit back and I close my eyes and let it wash over me.
Yeah.
Because I know that I can one day maybe have a Lexus with a giant bow.
Yeah. Or at least the bow. You could probably get the bow.
But it's fucking advertising and people, there's no, what is it? There's no honor.
Amongst
there's
thieves?
They're not thieves. They're just trying to sell. They're just trying to make a buck.
Yeah. Good old capitalism.
No, they're thieves. But, Jaguar, here I go yesterday watching commercials.
Uh-huh.
Got my notepad out, and Jaguar comes out with this commercial, and they're trying to rip off, and they're totally stealing that vibe, and I hate it. Yeah. It makes me so mad.
Well, they know that it's effective on people like you, and that it's a warm blanket in the holiday season. They want to get in on that action.
I sat up on the couch, and I said, "Wait a minute! Like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this. This is the last straw, and it broke my back. It broke my back. You can't take those Lexus commercials. Write your own commercial for Jaguar.
Yeah.
Enough.
Well, I'll keep an eye out. I'm not too happy to hear it either, that Jaguar is ripping things off. Also, Jaguar, you're better than that. You're Jaguar.
Are they?
Well, they're Jaguar to some people.
Yeah. That's it.
And that was Commercial World.
It's a commercial world, and I am a commercial girl. Dennis too.
I am too. All
That's a clink. I'm gonna clink my wedding ring to that. Good segment. Another sub segment.
Yeah, that was a great segment. Hey, I forgot to mention at the top of the show who's on the show this week.
Who is it?
It's Danielle Perez.
Oh, she's hot.
And she's going to be in right after this break. Thank you so much for listening to Groomzillas, you guys. Welcome back to Groomzillas. We're sitting here with Danielle Perez. Hi, Danielle.
Hi. Hey, guys.
Thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Is that too much? Was that too much?
No, that was just right. You came in hot, but it's okay.
Was it too breathy? Sometimes I get.
All right, Ariana. Okay, you know what?
Oh, she's so. Oh, let's get into it. Right there. Rip it off.
Yeah.
What is it?
Thank you.
Thank
Next.
you.
Why did they break up? Why do you think they broke up?
Mac Miller.
Well, no. I mean, they were dating for less than a month. They were engaged, had matching tattoos. I mean, it was a volatile relationship from the jump.
Right. But I don't think her ex dying had a good effect on her.
No, I don't think it helped. But I also think that Pete is, he's the most visibly unstable of the two.
That's what he says.
For sure.
He keeps saying he's crazy.
Very well be super unstable, but we don't see it. But he seems not.
What is he? He's bipolar or something?
Yeah, I think he's bipolar, which doesn't mean you can't have love and like marriage and shit. But I think like it tempers kind of like, a less than 30-day romance.
It was more than 30 days, wasn't it? Or that was just before they got engaged? I thought it was all summer.
Not really.
A couple months.
I mean, it seems if it wasn't 30 days, it fucking sure as hell felt like 30 days. It was super quick.
Yeah. I love how
that crazy beautiful love. The crazy beautiful love.
It's that young early 20s love.
Burns.
Oh yeah, I always forget how young they are.
Yeah,
they're both very young, and it's to have that much money and be that young and that famous, and it's like this is a person that gets it. Like I understand that impulse and instinct to be like we're forever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're so
and to
young.
Have and to be a creative too, or like to be an artist. You're like, oh no, when I make art forever. So I make love like art. So this love is forever, right? Let's get tattoos. Let's get fucking married. Oh shit, and then they're like. Ate something, and then they were like, "Okay."
Actually, oh wow, those bubbles.
I was just hungry.
Like gas.
Yeah, I was just hungry.
There was a lot of the LaCroix in the waiting room.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if you guys watch SNL still, but he's getting tons of like screen time now because of his tabloid.
He's always got a lot of screen time.
Not really. I mean, he's like the star of the show this season. It seems like, or they're trying to push him to be. I
felt like he was on Update a lot.
I feel like he's always kind of, because he was like, they got him so young. It was like, oh my God, he wasn't even like 21.
Yeah.
It was like he had an album come out. I think like the year he got SNL, it was like this prodigy of comedy.
Yeah. I did Montreal with him.
Mm-hmm. How'd that go?
How was that?
It was fine. He's fine.
We're
all
waiting for it.
I have no juicy stories. I could tell he didn't like me, so I just.
Wait, how do you know he didn't like you?
He didn't engage. Didn't like because all the.
It must have been a downward spiral. You know what I mean? It must have been.
All the new faces like did a bunch of activities together, and then he was just.
Do they make you guys bond in that way?
Once or twice they try.
Yeah.
And then just like, what do you call it? A mixer or something. It's not. Okay. It's nothing big. He was cool. He was like 10 years younger than me, so it was like, I get it, dude. You're very cool.
I think he's funny. I think he's really funny, but I think it seems like she doesn't want him talking about the relationship, and so he should at least stop joking about it, I guess.
Yeah, it's. I think it's.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he pulled a sketch. Yeah, he seems he seems to be riding it a little more than she is.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Again, that's like just talking about how she was supposed to be the first musical act of the season. And he's like, well, she had pulled out because of mental and emotional issues. And it's like, maybe don't say that, Lauren Michael.
Oh, yeah,
maybe she didn't release a statement. So why are you?
Right. Yeah.
Because she just got like, and like, that's the part of the Mac Miller thing that is, I think, the hardest on her was like the fucking shit she got on the internet.
People
blaming her. Like, she got attacked hard for no reason because these, like, so many 19-year-old boys had no idea how to deal with this sad loss that they just experienced.
Right.
And they just took it out on fucking Ariana. And I feel like, I don't know.
And she's also grieving and going through her loss with it. It's like she actually knew the man.
Yeah, they dated for a long time, right?
Loved him. Like, they were in love. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I love how
it's a lot to be going. It's a lot to be going through. It's a lot to be going through, and then you look up and you see fucking Pete Davidson's face, and you're like, "Oh,
Jesus."
It's got a weird face, right? It's an interesting face.
No, that's mean. That's mean. That's mean.
It's not mean to say. His face looks like an impressionist painting.
Speaking as a man
of color, just
as a man with a creepy, ugly face, I can make fun of other people's. At least he's not creepy. I mean, he just looks like, to me, people look at my face and they're like, "Nope, no, don't talk to this one. No, don't look at him. Don't look at him." But Pete Davidson, you would like go up to talk to. He's like, he seems nice.
If he had a little jerky movement and we were down a dark alley and I didn't know it was Pete, I would for sure be like,
you're scared of him.
I'd be like, please rustle by me very quickly.
Yeah.
You would
if he was trying to get shit off his shoe, you know what I mean? He was doing some kind of weird like jerky movement in an alley and he was like walking up by me. That would for sure freak me out.
Yeah. What are you doing in that alley?
Trying to pee off my wheelchair, probably because the place I'm at has an inaccessible restroom.
Is that true? Are you find yourself in alleys?
I do.
Oh my God.
I do. I'm a woman of the world.
Yeah. But you're making it. You're making it happen.
And you see a lot. You see a lot of stuff in alleys, don't you?
I see a lot.
Oh my God! Please write a Eat, Pray, Love Alleys edition, like Alleys of the World.
Oh my God, I can.
That would be beautiful.
I have a big chunk on Italy.
If you can find beauty in alleys, you can find beauty anywhere in this world.
Wow, I think I'm. What are we, Rumi? We're that Rumi Kapoor girl.
Was that Rumi?
I don't know. You know that girl.
I don't get the
reference.
reference.
So simple. She writes so. She's like,
yeah.
Blue is infinite. It's all around us. Look up, and then that's like the end of the poem.
That's it. Okay.
Wait, what is her name?
Oh, I forget. I think her name is like it's Rumi or something like that. It's
Rumi, like the famous ancient poet.
I think so, but like,
but she's like Rumi of Instagram.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Rumi of IG. Oh, Rupi Kaur.
Thank you, Sound Tech Alec. Thank you so much for that.
It was like it was close. Yeah.
Didn't know her. Gonna look into her.
Look into her.
Let's talk about weddings.
Please.
Has anyone ever asked you to officiate a wedding? I feel like you get that a lot.
Oh, I do not get asked to officiate.
Are you serious?
No.
Are you serious?
Because they're terrified about what I'll say, probably. I've never asked to
That drives me nuts.
You've never even been asked to speak?
Yeah.
I've only been asked to be a bridesmaid once.
Okay.
But I was one of 33 bridesmaids, so I feel like it does not count.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, wait, that does not. I'm sorry.
What?
That doesn't count
What?
at all.
33
bridesmaids?
33 bridesmaids?
33 bridesmaids, 33 groomsmen. It was my friend from college. Okay.
What?
You guys, her nickname in college was Queen Delphine, just so you know, all right, what kind of person we're dealing with.
Okay.
But she got married in New Orleans. She doesn't live there. Her husband's family doesn't live. No one lives there.
Queen wants to go there.
Queen wanted to go there. Her husband was playing in Jazz Fest. He's a musician. So we were there during Jazz Fest. It was a week-long wedding full of activities. The first night I flew in and went to, they were meeting up at a hotel for the bachelorette party. That's where they were starting. So I just flew there, checked in my bags and got ready in a bathroom. I was like, I'm here. Of course, everyone's late, which is fine. But I started talking to all the other girls and realizing oh, wait, 33 bridesmaids. But then realizing not everyone at the bachelorette party was a bridesmaid. And it's damn, you couldn't even make top 33. What are you doing here?
So embarrassing. Wow.
Not embarrassing.
Imagine finding out that there were 30, imagine finding that at the bachelor party that there were 33 bridesmaids.
God.
And you're
and there were still some people.
And you're related to her. Imagine being her second cousin and finding oh, fuck.
Oh, really? It's like that, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have to take bridal photos from a helicopter?
They had a drone. It was
they had one of those class portrait scanning.
They had literally. So the way the wedding was, it was in the backyard of some old school New Orleans style mansion. But we had rafters. When graduating classes take photos. Yeah. We had one of those.
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
I mean, you got 75 people.
Just
what
an
is it?
entire
60
graduating class. Oh no, but then there were junior bridesmaids and flower girls and ring bearers.
It's in the 70s.
Plural. Yeah.
Wow. And then how many people are is there anybody left to attend the wedding and watch the people do it?
Oh, no, yes. It was packed. It was crowded. It was insane.
Wow.
It was the most reckless wedding I've ever been to.
It sounds
we were in
wild.
front of a moat. And there were all these little flower girls because, the guy that officiated the wedding, man, wow, he was trying to get us to line up from tallest to shortest, and I'm the shortest, so I got to see a bunch of dudes just fight over who wasn't last in line.
Oh no,
but
poor guys.
We're all adults in our 30s. He goes, if you can hear me, clap once. He's if you can hear me clap 2 times, it's you just played an improv game.
Yeah.
With room just in it.
That was during the ceremony?
That was before the ceremony, to get us all to just be on board.
Oh, and then he did zip, zap, zap.
Where was the ceremony itself?
The ceremony was outside in a backyard of this old school New Orleans mansion.
Oh, cool.
It was really beautiful. It was gorgeous, but it was just
too much.
Way too much. There was a lot of musical act breaks. I was I couldn't tell if I was in a quinceañera or a wedding. It was so much happening.
What is how do they know 33 people in their lives that could even, I don't think I had 33
people. There were people there
from
from Germany. There were people there from Hawaii. And I think some people there, I don't know what country in Asia, but it was insane.
So is this the kind of wedding party where everyone's wearing a similar dress too? So they have to get 33 of the same dresses?
33 of the same dress. It did not come in my size. Of course it didn't. So it was everyone was just wearing variations of the same black dress.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like we were joining a cult for sure.
That's crazy. I've been in New Orleans. I've only been in New Orleans once, and it was during a regular ass weekend, not Jazz Fest.
Oh, it's
and
crazy.
It was insane then. I can't.
Way too much.
I can't imagine. New Orleans is too much as it is.
And I'd never been in New Orleans. And so I get there, the bachelorette party. It's then the next day, it's rehearsal dinner and shit. The wedding wasn't until the 3rd day. By the 2nd day, I was white knuckling it. I need to go to an open mic. I need to get out of here.
Oh, you'd started comedy, but
this was last year.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Straight up last year. No, I planned, I was all right, the first 3 days are wedding, and then I'm going to do comedy after. And that second day, I was like, I tried to sneak out to go to an open mic because like all the bridal party, like everyone was staying in this huge mansion thing, like, 3-4 people in a room.
Oh, really?
And it was real nuts. It was
the whole wedding party?
And everyone was like a mixture of like musicians because like all of his friends are musicians. So her friends are musicians now. They're all artistic people. And I thought comedians needed a lot of attention.
Oh, God, no.
No.
Yeah.
I was just constantly around people who were like on and performing and strumming guitars and singing. And I was like, I need to escape.
Oh, my God.
I was so unhappy. They were like, I just kept hearing like, I don't know. She doesn't seem really chatty, but she's a comedian. And I'm just like.
Oh, they were talking about you?
No.
Wow. That sounds.
I'm sorry.
Terrible.
I'm sorry. I couldn't tell jokes in between the fucking mandolin in the mandolin chorus playing.
So insane.
Wow.
Oh my God. But it was funny to like.
Yeah.
People were like, how do you know the bride?
I met her yesterday.
And to be like, oh, I just like lost my virginity to her brother. So that's how I know her. I did.
And
was he
a
there?
Bridesmaid? That made the cut?
No, that was me. I lost my virginity to her brother. She has a very large family. She's like the only girl, and there's like 4 brothers, and they're all very hot.
Okay. So that was what got you in to be a bridesmaid?
No, that's just what I would say to people because I was like, it was just so much. I was like, I can't.
You kind of want to shut them down.
I know? I came. I was like, oh, people, and I decided to join the circus.
Right. Yeah.
I love the sneaky little back door of this story now because now it just like unfold. Like, what was that like? Seeing the dude? Was he in the party? Was he in the wedding party? Because
he was in the wedding party because he's a brother. I mean, it was good to see him. Part of me was like, woo, dodge a bullet,
That's good.
No, because like I was for sure like in love. I was like, oh my God, I heart him. Like, you know, and I liked him for a long time. And then when finally, like, I lost my virginity with him. And then a week later, he had a girlfriend who was not me. And so I was like devastated. What? I was very sad.
Wow.
And I like tried to hate this woman so much, but then we became good friends because she's cool. He ended up cheating on her with this other woman, got her pregnant, and then had to move away to like raise this baby.
Messy.
Messy. So me and the girl,
boy.
very messy.
Boy.
So me and the girl are like, we're still very good friends. Just like, whoo, we done. Wasn't that silly?
Wow.
He needs to get some bouncy toilet or what's it called, paper towels for his dick.
Extra absorbent.
Extra. Wrap it around, buddy.
Because he's messy.
Wow.
Well, that's good. I can't believe no one's asked. I mean, there will. I think within the year, you're going to get at least one couple asking you to officiate their wedding. I guarantee.
Or
that's a groomsville guarantee.
That's a groomsville guarantee. Stamp it. It's been said.
I'm going to speak. Well, I just got back from a wedding party because my friends, they eloped. They eloped in Santorini.
March.
Wow.
Where is that?
Yeah.
In Greece.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello. Very Greek. Very Greek.
Yeah.
Very Greek.
They eloped, and so then they had their wedding. They live in San Francisco, but they had their wedding party, and it was literally all the best parts of a wedding. It was open bar.
Yep.
Fancy dresses.
Yep.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like good speeches.
Here in town?
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what more and more people are doing.
I think it makes the most. I mean, because it's all the other stuff. It's so expensive.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of pressure, and so many of those things I feel like aren't necessarily even for the couple.
Right.
It's for the families and other people, and it's like I get it. It's about 2 families coming together, but it's about these people.
Right.
Yeah.
These 2 people.
Yeah.
There's just more and more variables too. There's just like the more stuff you try to pull off, there's gonna be more space and people are gonna fill up that space with their fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens. And the beautiful thing is like usually you have this amazing experience despite of all that. But when you elope, and you like distill it down to the best parts. Those are the best fucking parts.
It was so great. I got
beaches,
so
eating,
wasted.
dancing.
It was so much fun.
When was that?
That was literally this past weekend. I literally.
So you're just coming back from Greece?
No.
They came from San Fran.
Oh, San Francisco. Sorry.
Yeah, because they went to Greece. They did Greece maybe about like a month ago, a little less than a month ago.
And they knew they were going there to get married?
To get married. And then they had their little ceremony. It was like chill, saw pictures, but the San Francisco wedding party that had been planned out months in advance. So everyone knew that like we're all going to see each other and hang out, turn up. And, Bay Area, so it was a lot of Too Short, It was a lot of blowing the whistle. It was a good time.
Great.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I am familiar with the Too Short. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's great. So, was it just them in Greece or like a small family party?
It was them and her best friends and her mother. And I think a few of her cousins. But so my best friend is her best friend from high school. Mm-hmm. And then like her best friend from... two of her best friends from college went there. So those 3 girls were there. Yeah.
Little intimate crew in Greece. Yeah. That's fun. What do you look for when you go to a wedding or a wedding party? What are you looking to get down? You said you got drunk and have fun. Is that
an open bar? I'm looking to make friends with the bartender.
Okay.
I want them on my side. I feel like that's important. Like you gotta create alliances right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it gets crowded, it gets too much. People start getting rude. You know, you gotta let them know you respect what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And you're going to treat them well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you belly up to the bar as soon as you can. Mm-hmm. And then are you on the dance floor? Are you a wallflower? What's your style? Yeah?
I'm on the dance floor. I'm dancing with everyone. I like to dance. I mean, dance with the other girls. I feel like I never really try to dance with like the groomsmen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or let them come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely dance with like, an abuela, a tia. I like that. That's always fun.
Okay. And then, so not even when you're like in the wedding, the 33 person wedding party, you're not even, it's hard to avoid 33 guys out on the dance floor.
It's like too much. It was too much. Actually, halfway through that wedding, I just started looking for drugs. I was like,
all right.
Yeah.
You took it out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Was everybody faded the whole time too?
It was just like on a constant state of, because the wedding was supposed to start at 3. And like, I'm notorious for like running late, but if it's a wedding and we're out of town, like I will be there. I'll be there on time. Yeah. I don't want to fuck up your shit because I get it. You don't want to be another person you have to worry about. So I was there ready to go. My hair done, makeup, everything. And then everyone gets like this group text of like, it's not going to happen until 5. Like the wedding just got pushed back 2 hours. So everyone's just kind of sitting. And then we just like.
And people were already there?
People were already there. So, but I was with the bridal party, 30, 66 other people. And so we sent a few people to get to the liquor store to just like, we just started drinking. I mean, by the time we were going down the aisle, everyone was like in the back.
Yeah.
It was just
Queen. What was the holdup? Was it Queen?
Queen Dauphine.
Yeah.
She needed 2 more hours.
She needed 2 more hours.
Wow. That's hilarious. I need to see pictures from this affair also. Like,
oh my God.
I wonder what the biggest wedding party ever is. Is there a Guinness on that, you think?
Oh, I wonder.
69, probably.
Hell yeah, dude.
Had to be. That's got to be a joke. 69 groomsmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So do you think it was Queen who like said, I'm having 33, so you got to match my 33?
I think for sure he had to match because I think she just kept, I think what happened is that she started with like a list and then she kept forgetting. She's like, oh no, but what about Susan? Oh damn, I can't not have like Clarissa. So she just started adding people.
Yeah. She's a good decision maker, it sounds like.
She's a really good. Efficiency and decisions are very important to her. Just creating strong boundaries. I think that's
it's important.
Very important.
It'll prove worthwhile in her marriage, probably.
This is going to be the sequel.
You don't want to know the text I got not too long after about the dissolution of their marriage. I just was like,
what? From her? From Queen?
Yes,
no.
Queen?
No.
She can't even like narrow down her bridesmaids.
Because this wedding was last year in like the summer or like whenever Jazz Fest is. So I guess it's like end of summer, like August or something. Mm-hmm. And then like halfway through this year, I got like a crazy text about like, he just walked out on our marriage. And I was just like, I can't. process.
He ran off with 18 of my bridesmaids. They went to Burning Man.
And I was like, are you sure he just like didn't go on vacation? Didn't he just take a time out?
What about you in marriage? Is marriage something you want to do in the future?
I mean, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Marriage isn't super goal for me. I grew up with parents who were divorced. Like they got divorced when I was in kindergarten, so really young. So I've always known them as like divorced people, pretty much. But so when I was younger, I very much was like, I don't want to get married. Marriage is a lie. Like, like truly, fair. Like growing up in LA, I didn't really know anyone who's didn't have like a mom's house and a dad's house.
Oh, really?
Like it wasn't until I was in high school and I was talking to some girl and I was like, wait a minute, your parents are married? Like they live together? I was like, they love each other? I was just being the rudest asshole. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I like softened up on that like hard stance. Now it's just like I just want to find like a partner and like a teammate who gets me and gets it and is in it for the long haul. Whether or not that means like we get married, I don't know. I've kind of let the whole marriage idea go, though I do have several different marriage scenarios. Like,
okay, let's run down those.
One of them is escape room themed.
Okay.
No,
that's
I'm just totally kidding.
That's a little conflicting, but yeah, that's a good idea.
That's so funny.
So you want to do like 35 bridesmaids, maybe, or what? Do you really have scenarios?
No, I mean, I think it's like, because, you grow up watching rom-coms and you see kind of like what a marriage could be. And so it's like, what if I have a destination wedding and it's in Italy and there's a castle, or what if it's like a winter wedding in New York and it snowed and I have like a white fur, you know, and then there's like a carriage through Central. Like it just, I mean, I don't, it's not like I have Pinterest boards or anything like this.
It sounds like you have some good movie ideas.
Did you see Crazy Rich Asians?
I loved Crazy Rich Asians.
What about that fucking wedding scene? Right?
The water.
Yes.
In the church, I was like, oh my god,
I almost stood up.
The production value of this wedding was truly just something that's never been done before.
Wow.
In like the rom-com canon, it just really broke a lot of barriers. Yeah, it's amazing.
I told you, didn't I tell you after I saw it? I was like, that's the best cinematic wedding I've seen in a long time.
I was bawling my eyes out. I was
it was really good,
crying, and I don't even like rom-coms, but that Crazy Rich Asians made me believe in the rom-com again.
They did a really good job of getting that moment where the groom sees the bride, and they like with that close up on his face. It was so good.
It's so good. Oh my god,
I ate that shit up, man. I ate that shit up like a little popcorn. It just get stuck in my belly. So, Chris, which one have you? How much thought have you given to like the actual? Like, have your thoughts like kind of tightened up about the wedding thing? Like, do you or like what your wedding would look like, or where would it be? Like, do you know any of that stuff?
You brought Italy up a few times.
Italy, I know. I do love Italy. I think honestly, if I was gonna get married, I wouldn't want to get married or have a wedding until I could have a destination wedding and like pay for everyone to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to have like a baller out of control or like a wedding. Just like a real insane.
Yeah.
Like, the opening scenes, the opening part of Melancholia, like that wedding where they're just
No, have not seen. Is that Lars Van Trier?
He's just like
Soundtrack.
Wait, is that the one?
Is like, wow, this bitch has some really hard to live up to expectations. So we're gonna have my wedding, and then it's gonna be the end of humanity as we know it.
Oh, okay, cool. Peak of humanity.
I still want that. We have like a small wedding, but I still have dreams of. Because I grew up poor, I've never had money. So when I do have money, it's gonna be stupid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a bunch of really dumb shit with if I ever get paid.
Do it.
And one of those things is gonna be like a stupid ass second wedding. I'm definitely gonna have it. Oh, and it doesn't. I mean, I'm not gonna get paid until my 70s if the world still exists. But I think that's what it's gonna be. When I'm 70 and I finally get cast in movies as that weird creepy guy that looks like a skeleton.
Skeleton guy.
Skeleton guy. Who's that creepy guy? Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna probably go to like Lake Tahoe or something.
I was gonna say, are you gonna do Christmas in the desert again, or you go completely different?
I might. I mean, I still, at the end of the day, like, that's where I want to go in California.
You love the desert.
Yeah, you love the desert.
Yeah.
Do what you love.
Yeah. But if it's not like, if I could fly everybody to Hawaii, I've never been to Hawaii. It would be fun to go have a second wedding at a place where I'd never been.
Yeah.
Too, or you can have, a wedding that travels. You can have a caravan.
Yeah.
Just wedding in multiple locations.
Bar hop wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
That's fun too.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
What is a wedding except for just like you and all of your nearest and dearest?
It's a party.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been close to marriage? Have you ever?
Oh God, no. No. Yeah, my longest relationship was 5 months.
Okay, that's not bad.
And he broke up with me after he sexually assaulted me at my friend's wedding.
What?
Oh no!
Oh my God!
No, sorry to take a turn. Dan's like, Dan's like, I don't know how to talk about this.
I'm happy you're laughing about it.
Yeah. I mean, we don't mind getting real. If you don't mind talking about it, then we can talk about anything. That sounds horrific. I'm sorry that happened.
Pretty horrible. It was. Yeah. I went to my friend's wedding. It was in Palm Springs. I was like really excited. And I drove down with my boyfriend. And he was like my first plus one, because I've only had like a handful of boyfriends in my life.
Yeah.
I started dating pretty late, like in my late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just, accident.
That's a pretty common
wheelchair disabled
comedy thing.
Is it?
I think so. I've heard that from a bunch of comedians.
Yeah.
You mean like seriously dating and not just hooking up?
Yeah. Like I'd hook up with the guys, but it wasn't really like I was dating or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't really start dating until my late 20s, but he was like, one of my first like real serious boyfriends. And we went to my friend's wedding, and he just was very upset about kind of like a past thing, like early on in the relationship that he and he had kind of pressed about it. Like I told him, I was like, well, yeah, I didn't like hook up with that person. He was really unhappy. And like throughout the whole wedding, it was like, he was just like kind of nagging me about it. And then like later that night.
This is a jealousy thing.
It was a total jealousy thing. And then it just
gross.
It was really gross. It was like really upsetting. And it's the kind of thing that you like try to kind of like do all like the mental exercises in your head of like, he didn't mean it. It was just like a bad night.
Yeah.
Like this isn't really what it is. And then it's like, no, that 100% is what it is. And like every time, and it's like, I kind of just really tried to stick it out. Like, well, he says he loves me. And like, I've met his family, and like, he's inviting me to Thanksgiving. Like I just all this
so
shit
hard.
where it's like, but he's acting like very normal outside of it. Yeah. And anytime I'd kind of like broach it or bring it up, he like loses shit. And then finally I just like, I got really mad and like just unloaded on him. And then like a week later he came over and he brought over ice cream. And then he was like sitting on my couch with me and we were talking. And then he was like, let's go to the bedroom. And I was like, okay. So I got off of the couch and onto my wheelchair, and he like rubbed my ass with his hand. And then we got to my bedroom, and like he took off his shoes. We were like on top of the covers facing each other. And I was like, okay, we're going to hook up. Like, it's like, also like we like did not, after that night, like we did not hook up at all. It was like a weird thing where he was like, we were both like really weird about each other sexually. And then he like looked at me in the face and he goes, I don't want to be your boyfriend anymore. And I just I was like, what? I literally was like, what? And he's like,
I would be so fucking mad.
I'm
like, you made me get off the couch. God.
And then I started to scream. Just started to scream. I was like, you don't get to do this to me.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, starts to put on his shoes.
Yeah, put your fucking shoes on.
We'll get coffee. We'll talk about it. I was like, you fucking hate coffee. And he's like running, and I'm like trying to like get in my wheelchair to chase after. I'm just was like just terrible. I was like, wow, you outran me. Like,
wow.
Ugh, gross.
It
Gross.
was really terrible. And that was 2 days before Christmas. So it was just so bad.
God.
He's a monster.
Wow.
I hate him.
Everything.
Actions have consequences, and men need to fucking start figuring that shit out.
Yeah.
That you can't just fucking
Comes back.
Oh God, don't make me.
He's trash.
Can't believe he fucking made you.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's pretty insane how most bad things come from insecurities in weak-willed men.
Yeah, 100%.
Just like jealousy issues.
It's just so much like in hindsight that were clearly kind of like red flags and things that I just didn't see, because I think a lot of it was just like inexperienced dating, and then also
Sure.
just like he was also kind of making sure I wasn't, like things like he was like saying I love you very quickly, you know what I mean, just to kind of like lock it down, be very controlling.
Yeah.
I feel like people are really good at convincing themselves of shit that they want to hear, and like people do it all the time, and like you know yourself really well, and you're really good at convincing yourself that like shit that there isn't really there, or like that you look for because you want to make stuff work and all that stuff, like because you're trying to preserve yourself, and you meet up with other people who just are the opposite of that, and they just don't their brain just doesn't even think about that in certain situations, and it's the fucking worst. And then it's 2 days. I got 2 days before Christmas in 7th grade. I got braces, so that was also pretty bad.
Aaron.
That was also pretty bad.
It. You see, you understand,
I bet that hurt a lot,
I get it.
man.
Yeah,
your teeth were moving, but guess what? You got a nice bright smile out of it.
Oh, yeah, you have nice teeth. I had braces.
I do not have nice teeth.
I never think of you as having janky. I feel like someone's got to have really janky teeth for me to be like, you have fucked up teeth.
That's a
I have like a bunch of
file.
I have multiple tooths that I've lost to drug use.
Twofers?
Tooths.
Yeah.
You lose your twofers to the drugs?
I've lost a couple of tooths to the grind.
Better than Madison Shepherd. She's lost a few teeth to the Flamin' Hots. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos with
what?
And just to Dr. Pepper. Just eating
yeah, Dr. Pepper will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
That too.
That's also as the son of a dentist and the grandson of a dentist and the
that's right.
and the nephew of a dentist. I will say that I am not a dentist, but most of those cavity issues are genetic. It's not really diet.
It's a genetic thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blowing people's minds.
Yeah.
Dropping knowledge.
And that's your twofer of the day.
Did we do a good job of lightening up the mood after
you did? You got braces 2 days before Christmas cheered me up.
Yeah. Did we?
Oh my God. Oh God. And I'd already. I mean, history. I wish I had historically could prove this, but in 7th grade, I wouldn't say I had already started going bald, but like it
was a twinkle in your airline's mind.
The thinning had begun. The thinning had begun. It was like I don't know if you could tell.
Oh, buddy.
I got glasses. I got glasses and braces in the same year, and that's when my tits came in too.
You've always just looked like an elderly Armenian man. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Bud, that's maybe the cutest thing I've ever heard.
What?
You're losing your hair in 7th grade.
Losing his hair, just like like a nice little a small B cup.
Just wearing white undershirts and dress pants. That's all. Dress pants pulled up to above my belly button.
Oh yeah, way above that navel.
V-neck white undershirts.
Yeah.
Fresh braces on the teeth.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's wrap it up with this. What do you? I assume you've been to a few weddings, more than what we've talked about. What is it that you go into a wedding not wanting to see? What is your pet peeve as far as a wedding goes?
Oh, wedding pet peeve.
Dry wedding, I assume, is going to be bad.
A dry wedding. Yeah.
Have you ever been to a dry wedding?
No.
No, I haven't.
I don't think.
Have you?
I would go to one.
I have.
You have?
Really?
I kind of went to a dry wedding. It wasn't that bad. I went to a dry wedding that was dry for like the majority of the wedding, and then when certain people left, then the booze and the dancing started. So it was like a 90% dry wedding, and then it got really wet really quick.
The bootleggers showed up, and your guys were like, finally.
Yeah.
Was that the Pence wedding? That was Mike Pence and Mother left? And
but also that was when I wasn't drinking, though. I was sober. It was during my 2 sober years. So I didn't give a fuck either way.
Is there anything you hate about what ticks you off about a wedding?
I'm trying to think about like what I don't enjoy from weddings.
You like the family members? Do you yuck it up with the family members?
I like to yuck it up with the family. I love when the dads speak. I love a father of the bride speaking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like all getting ready to do their Conan sets. They're all just real excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's their time to shine. I love it. I love it. So
This is the one predetermined time I'm going to show emotion in public. This is the one and only time, and here it comes.
Yeah.
And it's always beautiful. It's always watching like a shooting star.
I love seeing a dad get misty.
Oh yeah, a dad getting teared up.
I do love a misty dad.
I think what I don't like about a wedding are creepy uncles. I don't fucking like your creepy uncle.
Or any setting, really. A wedding or otherwise.
Wedding or not, yeah. But I feel like because weddings are, otherwise I wouldn't really interact with your creepy uncle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd probably say hi on my way to something if he was at your house.
Yeah.
But they're liquored up, and so they get a little bold and brazen.
Yeah.
And there's like an elevated sense of intimacy because you just saw this like intimate thing. Like, motherfucker, nobody else is 2 people got married, not everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know you.
Fuck down, Lenny.
Calm down.
Uncle Lenny. Are there creepy aunts? I mean, creepy uncle is like a thing, but there's got to be like creepy aunts out there,
They're for
right?
sure creepy aunts. The aunts, they're either like the fun party aunt. There's a serious aunt.
Yeah, conservative aunt.
She's the one chasing after the kids, just really concerned. Why don't they have anything for the kids? She's always really concerned about why isn't there something for the kids? She knew there were going to be kids here, but I don't know why they didn't planning. Now I have to run after them.
You wanted to.
Oh my God, where's that one kid? Where is that one kid?
Shine, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
But there for sure is that aunt that goes a little too. It's like, okay, we keep your top on. We're okay, you know.
And nine times out of 10, she does not herself have any kids.
No. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for coming in. This was fun.
Oh, you're the best.
Thank you for having me. This is such a blast.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to plug? Upcoming weddings, upcoming bridal parties?
Ooh, I am great at a bachelorette party. I'm great at a bachelorette party. I think you should only have people at your bachelorette party that you're comfortable conscripting to help you hide a body. So I will be that for you.
Wow.
It's for ride or dies only. So.
Hell yeah. Wow. I love that.
I'll be at your bachelorette party.
You heard it here first. That's a Groomzill's guarantee. Hiding that body in the desert. Thank you, Danielle.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Danielle.
All right. That was Danielle Perez. What do you think, Eric?
Oh, man, that was great. They had everything I wanted and more.
That was a roller coaster. She opened up for us. That was nice.
She's realer than real, and I love her, and I can't wait for that couple to ask her to officiate their wedding because it's definitely happened. Groomzill's guarantee.
Stamp it.
Yeah.
All right. Eric, have a good week, bud.
Dan, I love you. Bye.
Bye. I love you. Bye.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDogTeam.